Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And if it's a Thursday night in central Minnesota in the middle of winter or the start of winter, it's got to be an athletic night here in central Minnesota, and tonight's no exception. I want to welcome you to the Little Falls High School Gymnasium, where tonight the Little Falls Flyer Wrestlers take on a very talented St. Cloud Apollo wrestling team in a Central Lakes Conference match. I want to welcome you to our production. This is the Flyer Media Productions inaugural sports production. We did a football game earlier this year, but now we are going through a full schedule of sports this winter that you can see right here on local Central Minnesota Access Television Channel 6. And if you ever want copies of this, just let us know. We'd be glad to make copies for you. This match tonight will prove to be a test for Little Falls. This is their last year in the Central Lakes Conference, as they voted to be in the new Granite Ridge Conference coming up next school year. And Little Falls Flyer wrestlers are coming out on the floor right now. You can hear the crowd in the background. St. Cloud Apollo was a state participant last year. For the second year in a row, they went to state, and they have some real quality wrestlers, as does Little Falls. Just want to highlight a couple of the wrestlers from St. Cloud that you have to watch tonight. At 1:45, Nam Wynn, an 11th grader, took 6th place in state last year. But the big talk of St. Cloud is at 1:25, Mitch Bankston, a sophomore, won state last year and has been to state the past 2 years and was part of the consolation championship team last year for St. Cloud Apollo. It's a big match tonight for Little Falls as they face the tough Apollo Eagles. And the Eagles are coming off their best 2 years in their history. They have represented Section 8 AAA in the state meet in each of the last 2 seasons. They were also Central Lakes Conference champions last year, so this is a big match, like I said, for Little Falls to come out first match of the year wrestling a tough St. Cloud Apollo team. We've got a couple of weight classes that are highlighted here for Little Falls too. At 140, Dylan Kiefer, a junior state participant next year, is going to have his hands full because we have 2 St. Cloud Apollo wrestlers who were at state last year, Nam Wynn and Grant Naring, who might wrestle him. So Dylan's going to have a tough match at 145. Another tough match, Bryant Bew, always a great wrestler for Little Falls. At 152 will have a big match. But probably the highlight match of the night is going to be at 125, where it looks like Frank Wilczek, a state participant for Little Falls last year, is going to go against the awesome Mitch Bankston. And Mitch Bankston's dad is the coach of Apollo, so it's going to be a great match for them to watch. We do want to welcome you again this year to Flyer Media Productions, and we do want to thank you for joining us. We want to thank our student workers tonight. I will be introducing them later on during the night as we go on through this match. Tonight we will be starting at 103. They flipped a coin, and the varsity match will start at 103, and we have from 103 to 275, so it'll be a big night of wrestling here in Little Falls for everybody. St. Cloud Apollo is going to face a tough Little Falls team coming off last year's squad who have high hopes this year. Little Falls ended with a 26-6 record last year, and they lost to CLC champion Apollo at the end of the season. This year's team is led by senior captains Joe Tucholsky, Bryant Bew, as well as I mentioned, junior Dylan Kiefer, ranked number 7 in the state, and one other state-ranked wrestler, Frank Wilczek, who will be going up against the very powerful Mitch Bankston at 125 tonight. We're going to take a break here to watch the national anthem.
Camera 3, get on Lexi. Alright, go into camera 3. On camera 3. Get her a little bit more on the left side of the screen. Or, hold on, yeah, don't move now. Fade to camera 2. Fading camera 2. On camera 2. A little bit
And there you have the national anthem by Lexi Kapsner from Little Falls. Wonderful job. And we are ready to get started tonight with the introduction of the lineups. At 103 pounds, at 103, Brady Mayer for the Apollo Eagles. And he will be facing Axel Lang, an 8th grader, starting tonight for Little Falls. At 112, state participant Grant Dullinger, and his opponent will be a 7th grader, Justin Jenks. Justin excited to be wrestling his first varsity match this year. At 119, Austin Olson at 119 for the Flyers, and I've got Nick Graham at 119 for Apollo. At 125, the state champion, Mitch Bengtson. One of those two will be wrestling Frank Wilsett, Little Falls, number 9th ranked wrestler in the state. At 130, Alex Lawwell, a senior, and he'll be wrestling Connor Sherping at 130. At 135, a freshman for St. Cloud Apollo, Marcus Mayer, and he will be wrestling at 135, Keith Yorick, a sophomore from Little Falls. At 140, for St. Cloud, Grant Nearing, a sophomore from St. Cloud Apollo. He'll be taking on Dylan Kiefer. At 145, state 6th place finisher Nam Nguyen. He'll be taking on 145-pound Luke Lodermeyer, a junior here from Little Falls. At 152, Nick Evans, a junior, will be taking on Bryant Bew, the senior Bryant Bew, brother of Cody, and a great wrestler for Little Falls. At 160, sophomore Dylan Tilbury will be taking on senior Joe Tucholsky from Little Falls. At 171, sophomore Austin Swenson will be taking on junior Adam Grams. Grams for Little Falls, Swenson for Apollo. At 189, junior Jared Morford will be taking on senior Dylan Gostecki from Little Falls. Gostecki in his final year here as a Flyer. At 215 for Apollo, junior Austin Rice. He'll be going against sophomore Connor Swanson, big 215-pound Connor Swanson. And at heavyweight, Jack Christensen, junior from Apollo, will be taking on senior Jack Gendro from Little Falls. And there you have your starting wrestling lineups for the varsity Apollo Eagles Little Falls Flyer match. Promises to be a great night. We're starting out at 103 here. We want to welcome everybody tonight on this tape-delayed broadcast for the Little Falls Flyers and the St. Cloud Apollo Eagles in the final home match against Apollo for Little Falls in the Central Lakes Conference, as we're moving Little Falls to a new conference, 8-team conference, the Granite Edge Conference. The referee is telling the rules of the game right now. Both coaches, Mitch Bankston, they're flipping for position and who gets to start up. And it looks like Apollo has won the toss. They'll be starting up. Coach Mike Hendrickson for Little Falls Flyers, longtime coach, assisted by Bill Muschel and Dwight Ballou. And Mitch Bankston's dad, Tim Bankston, the head coach, assisted by Dustin Michael, Ken Blakely, and Troy Schrupp. So get ready for some great wrestling action here tonight at the Flyer Gymnasium. Little Falls Flyers, St. Cloud Apollo Eagles. Matchups tonight, as we mentioned, dual match winner should be the driver's seat for the CLC crown again. We're going to look at the Wilsek Bankston match and Dylan Kiefer and Nam Nguyen. Fun to watch, and we'll see what happens here tonight. We're going to start with a 103-pound match. Little Falls, Axel Lang, an 8th grader, going against Brady Mayer. Both these young men are 0-0 as we're starting up first time tonight. So let's watch and see how they both do. And as the referee signals go, Lang and Mayer shake hands. Lang going to work on the head right now. Mayer shoots, tries to take down Lang. And we got a 2-point takedown for Lang. Little Falls up 2-0 in the match right now. Lang working the edge. Referee says out of bounds, and we'll go back to center. And Apollo is down. And Lang takes position. Referee signals go. 1 minute, 33 seconds to go in the first period of this match. And we have a little, right now in this match, Lang is ahead 2-0, 0-0 in the match. 1:31 to go in the first period of the 103 between Axel Lang and Brady Mayer. Lang in control right now. No points awarded yet because he's got him down on the ground already. Lang is working the neck, trying to get him on his back. Mayer looks like he's in a little bit of trouble, and Mayer's looking to reverse right now. Mayer's just got to get his arm around. 1:09 to go in the first period of the 103-pound match between Brady Mayer from St. Cloud Apollo and Axel Lang from Little Falls. Lang is working the back of Mayer. He's got that left wrist grab. Mayer's not able to do much. And referee's watching for any stalling. 52 seconds to go in the first period of the 103-pound match between Lang and Mayer. Lang up 2-0 right now in this first match of the year for Little Falls and St. Cloud Apollo. Lang in control. Gets the neck of Mayer. He's trying to turn him over. Not a lot of points scored in this match. The first time Axel Lang and Brady Mayer, an 8th grader from Little Falls and a 7th grader from St. Cloud Apollo. Good history here in Little Falls and St. Cloud Apollo of young people wrestling varsity. Great feeder program for both school districts. With 21 seconds to go in the first period, and the referee's calling warning for a stall. And Lang is working on Mayer. He gets him to the edge of the match. Just about a near fall, and Lang is working Mayer. 5 seconds to go in the period. No more points awarded because there's no control lost. And that's the end of the first period of the 103-pound match with Axel Lang, the 8th grader, with a 2-0 lead on Brady Mayer from Apollo. And St. Cloud Apollo gets a choice. He's looking for his coach's help. Apollo's going to go up. So Axel Lang will be in the down position. Sets down. 2 minutes to go in this period. Remember, wrestling high school, 3 2-minute periods for each match. Total of 6 minutes. And Lang trying to get a point off a reversal. No go right now. Mayer gets Lang in a precarious position on his back for a second. 1:49 to go in the second period of the 103-pound match between Axel Lang and Brady Mayer. And Lang, a little trouble right now. Mayer's got his left arm and his wrist, and Lang breaks free from that. He's got Mayer on his back. Almost a 2-point reversal. He's called 2 points for the reversal, and now Mayer in control. Well, we got 2 more points for Axel Lang. It's 6-0 at 1:25 to go. And Lang retains possession of his wrestler. With 1:18 to go, Axel has put up 4 more points. It's 6-0. And he's got Mayer in a little bit of trouble right now. Neck underneath him, working that right elbow, driving his head into his back. And Mayer, if he gets his control, he's going to have a reversal. Oh, he's got him on his back. 59 seconds to go in the second period of the first match. And Mayer's got Lang's head between his arm and his hip. And 2 more points for Axel Lang on a reverse. 44 seconds to go in the second period, of the first match of the evening between St. Cloud Apollo's Brady Mayer, a 7th grader, and 8th grader Axel Lang from Little Falls. Lang in control of this all the way, 8-0. And he's got Mayer in trouble. There's the pin. 28 seconds left in the first period. Axel Lang scores a pin, and it's the first pin of the evening, and Little Falls goes up 6-0 as Axel Lang, the 8th grader from Little Falls, defeats Brady Mayer by a pin with 28 seconds to go in the second period. Great match tonight. That's a way to start for Little Falls, up 6-0. Second period pin by Axel Lang, the first pin of the evening and the first pin of the season for the Little Falls Flyer wrestlers. And now we're going to have the 112-pound match. The match score on that one was a pin. 6-0. We'll have Justin Jenks from Little Falls, 7th grader, wrestling against Philip Smith. That's a change in the lineup that I have. Philip Schmidt at 112. It's not Grant Dullinger, it's Philip Schmidt. And Schmidt goes to work, 2-point takedown on Justin Jenks. And Jenks, boy, he's getting a headache in the varsity match, first time in his career at 112, 142. 2-0 is the match score. Actually, that was Justin Jenks with the score. I apologize for that. Philip Schmidt on the bottom right now. 1:30 to go. Little Falls leads the match 6-0 with a pin by Axel Lang with 28 seconds to go in the first period at 103. And it looks right now that Justin Jenks is in pretty good control here too. 2-point takedown on the boards already. And he takes Philip Schmidt down again hard. And Jenks in control on top. 109 to go in the first period of the 112-pound match here at the Little Falls Flyer Gymnasium. And Jenks working him around. And Schmidt in a little bit of trouble right now. Jenks has got the left elbow, left arm wrapped up. 51 seconds to go in the first period at 112 between Justin Jenks, the 8th grader, and the 8th grader Philip Schmidt. And we'll have both positions up. Justin Jenks takes him off the mat, so Jenks takes the up position. Referee's going to call ready. 45 seconds to go. And Jenks takes Schmidt down to the floor on the edge of the mat right now. Justin Jenks in control right now. Scored 2-0 at the 112 weight first period with 30 seconds to go. Great night of wrestling here for the Little Falls Flyers and the St. Cloud Apollo Eagles. And Jenks in good control right now. Got his arm across the face of Schmidt, lifts him up, takes him off the mat, and they're out of bounds. The referee brings them back to the center. And Jenks on top still. Referee is waiting for everybody to get ready. Schmidt says he's ready to go, 14 seconds to go. And Justin Jenks aggressively taking him back to the mat. So Schmidt in a little bit of a predicament right now. 5 seconds to go in the first period. And Jenks in control. And the period will run out with Justin Jenks, a 7th grader from Little Falls, up 2-0 against Philip Schmidt from St. Cloud Apollo. And right now, Jenks is looking toward Coach Mike Hendrickson. They decide to take up position to start the second period. And the 2 minutes starts for the second period. Jenks shoots, grabs the left leg of Schmidt, and a clean break, no points for that. Jenks shoots again. If you can get him down, no points called yet. He's not in control. As soon as he gets control of that leg, he's got 2 points for a takedown. Justin Jenks in control, 4-0. And Jenks rolls Schmidt on his back, and they roll just about out of bounds, and they're both out. More than 3/4 of their bodies off this circle. So we're going to start over again. Justin Jenks with a 4-0 lead here early in the second period. In the 103 match, Axel Lang pinned his opponent Brady Mayer with 28 seconds to go in the first. Let's see what happens with Justin here. Justin, very strong at 112. Strong, wiry body these young men have. 124 to go in the second period. And Jenks content just to ride it out for a few seconds. Shoots his arm over the neck, trying to get a half Nelson on him. And Jenks, he's got that left wrist, got the right wrist all wrapped up, and Schmidt can't do much. 103 to go in the second period at 112. I want to thank our great camera people tonight. Standing next to me, Summer Eden and Raylyn Williams, and on camera 3, Emily Danaski. Thank you, ladies, for doing such a great job on camera. We'll introduce the rest of the crew here as the evening goes on. The referee calls out of bounds, and Jenks still on top. 4-0 is the score of the match right now. 6-0 is the score of the Flyer Apollo total match. And this is the second period, 42 seconds to go. Justin Jenks in control by a score of 4-0. He's still working the neck and the wrist of Schmidt. And Schmidt tries to get up. We've got an escape for Philip Schmidt for 1 point. And Jenks shoots. He thwarts the attempt by Mayer, and a 2-point takedown. It's 4-3. How quickly things change in the sport of wrestling. So, Philip Schmidt with 3 quick points puts this match within 1 point. It's 4-3. 17 seconds to go in the second period at 112 pounds. And the referee is cautioning Philip Schmidt to make sure he has the right position when he's in the up position. Okay, Jenks is ready to go. The referee signals start. And a little more life in Philip Schmidt right now. He's working the left arm and left elbow of Justin Jenks. 5 seconds to go in the second period. Looks like this is going to end with a 4-3 one right now. So at the end of the second period, we're not going to have a pin. And Apollo gets the choice. Apollo chooses up. It is 6-0 in the match so far, but in this match at 112, it is 4-3. Great close match between the Apollo Eagles and Little Falls Flyers at 112. Justin Jenks is on top right now. And Jenks crosses the head, tries to get that right wrist locked so he can put his head into his neck. And Jenks working the left side pretty well. 1:43 to go in the match right now at 112. Jenks still working. He's got that half Nelson just about applied, but Schmidt breaks that hold. And if Schmidt gets up here, this could be trouble for Jenks. If he loses a point and they're out of bounds, and we do have a point for an escape. So Philip Schmidt has tied this match with 1:24 to go in the third period. And it's going to be a tight one here as the coaches are up on their feet, as are the wrestlers. Coach Hendrickson and Coach Mutual shouting encouragement, as is Coach Bankston from St. Cloud Apollo. Looks like Jenks in a little bit of trouble here. Philip Schmidt gets out, no points awarded. And we got to get a score here early, see what's going to happen. Jenks wants to win this match for sure. And Schmidt takes him down for 2. He has him in a near fall. The referee's counting 1. This is going to be a lot of points here for Philip Schmidt. If he can keep him on his back, we got 2 for sure. And a near fall is going to be another 3 points. 40 seconds to go. Can Jenks hold out and get some more points? Schmidt applying the pressure. This is tough for a wrestler to hold that position without putting his shoulder blades down. The referee is right there with 28 seconds to go. And it doesn't look good for Jenks right now. And Philip Schmidt applying the pressure. The referee looking for that shoulder to go down. He's right in there, 16 seconds to go. It's 6-4 right now in the match. And we're going to find out if Jenks can hold on. 9 seconds to go. Can he hold on with no pin? Jenks is still fighting back the pressure from Schmidt. 1 second to go, no pin, but a 3-point near fall, and the match goes to Philip Schmidt coming back, winning 9-4. 9-4 the score of that match, and Little Falls just misses getting out of that. So it's 6-3 now. The score, Little Falls 6, Apollo 3 with that 9-6 or 9-4 victory by Philip Schmidt. And now we're going to head to the 119 match. Grant Dullinger is wrestling here at 112, so he weighed in at 112 for this match tonight. And he'll be facing Austin Olson, a 9th grader. So Grant Dullinger, junior, facing Austin Olson. And Grant Dullinger have some stats here. Was he in state? Yes, he was at state last year. He took 10th place at the 2010 state tournament in 3A. So he's a state contender again this year. 141 to go as Austin Olson from Little Falls. No points right now against the very tough Grant Dullinger from St. Cloud Apollo. That last match, Justin Jenks scored early, but congratulations to Philip Schmidt from Apollo coming back and winning that match 9-4. Here we're at 119 with Grant Dullinger against Austin Olson. It's a real fiasco staying on the mat right now. No points. It's three wrestlers off the mat in this match so far. 1:26 to go in the first period at 119. Olson looking for an opening, and Dullinger is very quick, as you can see, shooting that left arm and the right arm of Austin Olson. Olson just trying everything he can to get Dullinger on the ground. They're off the mat again. So with 1:10 to go, they've been off the mat 4 times. And Austin Olson looking for some relief right now. Dullinger is very speedy, looking for a shot at Austin's legs right now, and Austin prevents that. Good shot by Dullinger. Dullinger, once again, as I mentioned, 10th place at the state 3A meet last year. Apollo took a consolation championship 47-18 against Maple Grove in the 2010 state championship last year. So Apollo, it looks like we got 2 points just before they went off the mat. Austin Olson scores 2 on a takedown on Grant Dullinger. So Austin showing some good life here. 43 seconds to go in the first period. And Austin will be up. Olson grabs the waist, and Dullinger got a caution on Apollo's Grant Dullinger. Referee's explaining what's going on. Started a little bit too early before the whistle. And it looks like Dullinger's got a cramp in his leg. And I think he's okay now. Okay, the caution is over. 43 seconds to go. Austin Olson on top again, trying to work Dullinger's, looks like his left calf or his left hamstring was a little bit tight there. So Olson's working on that left side of Dullinger. 30 seconds to go. Austin Olson up 2-0. So we had a pin by Axel Lang at 28 seconds of the first 103 match in the second period. Justin Jenks loses 9-4. And now we have Austin Olson at 119 against Grant Dullinger. Dullinger, state 10th place champion last year. And Austin Olson really lays Dullinger out with a great takedown. Dullinger is on his back, 2 seconds to go. And do we have any points awarded by the ref? We do have a 3-point near fall. So Austin Olson showing his moxie here against state participant Grant Dullinger. 5-0. And Dullinger is seeing stars right now. Dullinger hit his nose on the mat, and Austin Olson relentlessly put him down to the mat. And Coach Mike Hendrickson, and Bill Muschel talking with Olson, saying, hey, nice job there, taking down a state participant. 10th place in the state last year for Grant Dullinger. Apollo coming off 2 straight trips to state and the winners of the Central Lakes Conference last year. Looking for a little revenge here, Little Falls is, trying to get a start in the Central Lakes Conference. Their last year in the conference this year will be moving to the newly founded Granite Ridge Conference next year. So the coach is talking it over. Grant Dullinger gets a pat from his coach, Tim Bankston, and he looks like he's ready to go. And I don't know if Dullinger's been on the receiving end of that kind of punishment in a while. Austin Olson coming out strong. Austin Olson's only a freshman, and Dullinger a junior. So we've got the second period starting here. And it looks like Dullinger is definitely favoring that left knee and the left hamstring. So Olson takes the top, and Dullinger takes him right off the mat, trying to get a little bit of a advantage here. It's not going to happen because he's going to still be down for the second try. 1:57 to go. That took about 3 seconds. That's the 4th time they've been off the mat. And a caution to Austin Olson, making sure he puts his knee in between the legs of Dullinger, and Dullinger looking at his coach for a little advice. So a little bit of a good stall tactic here. 1:57 still to go in the second period. Olson, as Dullinger tries to reverse, does not have any success, and Olson's trying to lock the leg up and put him down to the floor. And they're both off for the 6th time in this match. Dullinger really using the entire mat to try to get out of the control of Austin Olson. Only 11 seconds have elapsed in the second period. This match has already taken about 5 minutes. Olson rides him hard to the corner, or the edge, I should say. There's not really a corner in a wrestling mat. So for the 7th time, Olson and Dullinger get out of the squared circle. And the referee is cautioning Dullinger to make sure he doesn't stall. And his knee, Dullinger's left knee is definitely hurting him. It looks like it's just painful. He's got it wrapped up pretty tight. And Dullinger starts early. There's a caution again for Grant Dullinger. And Dullinger doesn't exactly look like himself right now. And we have a timeout. It looks like there's an injury timeout. Austin Olson looks like he either hurt a finger, and Coach Mike Hendrickson is going to tape him up. I think that last time off the mat, looks like Austin jammed his finger, and he's going to get something done to his finger. Of course, in wrestling, if there's any blood on the mat, they've got to stop and clean everything up. And if there's any injuries, they want to make sure they stop and keep these wrestlers healthy. So, 6-3 here. Thanks for joining us. Our first Flyer Media Productions broadcast of the year. Hey, we've got plenty more coming up. Tomorrow night, we're going to be here in Little Falls against Piers basketball, girls basketball. And then later on in the month, on the 21st, we're back here, girls basketball, Little Falls against Wilmer. So, time is back in here as Dullinger and Austin Olson, for the 5th time in the second period, take the down position. They've been off the mat 7 times so far, and I'm sure the referee is getting a little bit anxious about trying to get some points on either team. Austin Olson's working that left side again, and Dullinger takes him off the mat one more time, and we get a stall point for Austin Olson, so the referee's not going to tolerate any more of that. So it's 5-1 actually, I'm sorry, that was actually Dullinger that got the point for an escape. So 5-1 here in the match, 1:26 to go at 1:19. And Austin Olson in a little bit of a trouble now, and Dullinger wants to keep him on the mat this time as he grabs the legs and hog ties him. And the referee calls a stall on Austin Olson. So Dullinger working off the mat, getting 2 points at the edge of the mat. And let's see what Austin comes back with. No points there, clean break. Dullinger showing a little more life right now as Olson and him lock horns. Right now it's 5-2 in the match, and Austin Olson getting a little frustrated getting to the corner of that circle every time, as it's a 5-2 score in the match and a 6-3 score overall. Little Falls leading Apollo. And there's a 2-point takedown for Dullinger, and that's his strategy. Working that takedown after taking Austin Olson all around the circle. 42 seconds to go in the second period, and Dullinger is within 1 point. It's 5-4, and Dullinger looks like he's got Olson in a precarious position on his back. If Dullinger can keep this position, he's going to have 3 points for sure for a near fall. And Dullinger has got Austin Olson in a world of hurt right now. The referee looking for the pin. 19 seconds to go. Can Dullinger keep it? He does not. We got 3 points and 2 points. That's a 5-point turnaround. So it's 7-7. Oh my gosh. Dullinger scores 5 points for a takedown and a near fall. And Olson comes back with a reversal, so we are tied 7-7. What a strange match this is between Austin Olson and state participant Grant Dullinger. Grant Dullinger showing all the signs of a veteran here as he takes Olson to the edge of the mat, and Austin is definitely tired right now. And Olson limping back in. They both choose the up position. So we'll see what happens in the third period here, 7-7, and Austin Olson getting a great schooling lesson here from Grant Dullinger on how to score points. And they're off the mat for the 8th time tonight with 1:50 to go in the third period. 7-7. Let's see if Austin can pull something, a takedown, a couple more points for him would seal this win. But Dullinger's not going to go down easy. It's very apparent. He's got a lot of experience, placing 10th last year at the state tournament in St. Paul. Olson locking the legs of Dullinger, and Dullinger's got the left ankle locked of Austin Olson, trying to get him on his back. And the referee blows the whistle and calls a dangerous hold, I believe, and makes them get back to the starting position. 6-3 match score. Apollo is down 6-3. Right now, Little Falls and Apollo are tied in this match at 119, 7-7. 1:12 to go, and Olson is just about on the edge of the match. Dullinger likes to work the edges of that circle, and we have no points again. That is the third time that Dullinger has taken Austin Olson off the mat trying to get some points. And Dullinger takes a little breather at the bucket. And Austin Olson's going to take a little breather here too. Austin Olson and Dullinger both very, very worn out on this match. The referee is talking to the scorer to see what's going to happen with this match. Right now it's 6-3, Little Falls against Apollo, final score of the meet so far. This match is 7-7, tied. Grant Dullinger having a little bit of a stomach problem right now as he's visiting the bucket on the side. And Coach Mike Hendrickson talking to the referee, wondering what's going on here. And Dullinger is still a little bit queasy at 119. I'll tell you, both of these kids, there's not an ounce of fat on them. So every little bit of water and weight that they have, they want to preserve. Austin Olson's got a big challenge in front of him, facing Grant Dullinger. 1:02 to go in the third period. And all the coaches are looking for some advice, giving Austin Olson a chance to stay up, and I think that's a good choice for him, trying to preserve his strength. And Olson looking to get some points here to put this match away against state participant Grant Dullinger. 55 seconds to go. And Olson takes him to the edge and just about has a reversal. Not doing, it's 11 times off the mat right now. That's got to be a record so far. Dullinger likes to work that edge. Dullinger shoots. If he can get Austin on his back, this is going to be dangerous territory for Austin Olson. And Dullinger hangs on for a second, tries to get those points. He's keeping his feet in, trying to get 2 points for a takedown. It's not going well. 7-7 here with 40 seconds to go. And Austin Olson has got his hands full with Grant Dullinger. And Dullinger shoots looking for a takedown. 31 seconds to go. If Dullinger can get control, he's got it. But if Austin can get control, he's got it. And Dullinger has two. He scores a takedown, 2 points, 19 seconds to go. Dullinger is up 9-7. And Dullinger shows his strength in the last 15 seconds of this match. What a great takedown by Grant Dullinger. They're at the edge of the match. Austin Olson has just spent 5 seconds to go. And referee stops it. Olson's got 5 more seconds to go. Can he do it? Austin Olson is taking a little bit of a timeout. And 4 seconds to go right now, 9-7. Grant Dullinger shows his state experience by taking Austin Olson to the edge of the mat and scoring 2 points on a takedown. Can Austin Olson do something in 4 seconds? What a great match this has turned out to be. Austin is down. 4 seconds to go. All Dullinger has to do is keep him down. And he gives him a point. And can Austin do it? He cannot. And Grant Dullinger, using his experience, loses 8-9. So the match is now tied. The meet is tied 6-6 with that win by Grant Dullinger. Smart wrestling by Dullinger to get the win and not expend any more energy than he had to at the end of that. Well, here comes the premier match of the night. This is the one we've all been waiting for. State champion Mitch Bankston at 125 against Frank Wilczek, the number 9 ranked wrestler in the state at 125. Hold on to your hats because this is going to be a big one. Mitch Bankston, the number 1 wrestler in the state, and you'll see why in a few seconds as he takes Wilczek down for a quick 2 points. And Bankston working the legs. Of course, his father's the coach here of the Apollo Eagles, and Bankston is showing Frank Wilczek what it means to be the #1 wrestler in the state at 125. These two boys are extremely strong. 1:39 to go in the first period, and Bankston is really working Wilczek's neck, trying to get him on his back. Decides to take him down a little bit more on the right side, and Frank Wilczek has got his legs all wrapped up like spaghetti. 2-0, Mitch Bankston is ahead of Frank Wilczek. Thanks to our great camera work by our wonderful camera people tonight, Summer Eden and Emily Danaski and Raylyn Williams. Thank you so much for doing a great job on camera. Hey, up in the booth tonight, we have Michael Leiter, Eric Van Ark, Eric Kiley, and Andy Hott. And thanks to everybody on the Flyer Media Productions. Thanks for getting the club started again. We're doing 29 events this year. We've got a whole winter's worth of events for you to watch here on Public Access Channel 6 and on DVD if you ever want a copy of it. So Frank Wilczek down 2-0, and Bankston is going to take the up position, going to concede a point here. He's not going to concede a point. He goes right from the semi-down position, working on Frank Wilczek. If Frank can escape here, he'll have a point, and it's to the edge of the match. Mitch Bankston is one strong wrestler. And no 1 point there awarded to Frank for the escape. Bankston's working on the left leg. Takes him down, that's 2. Bankston up 4-1 with 50 seconds to go in the first period at 125. An exciting night of wrestling here in Little Falls. Coach Hendrickson, Coach Muschel trying to give all the support they can to Frank Wilczek. And you can see that these wrestlers from Apollo like to work the edge of the mat, trying to get their points there. And all they have to do is keep a couple of points in, and Bankston has another 2 points. So it's 6-1 here. Mitch Bankston, the #1 ranked wrestler in the state at 125. State champ last year. Apollo had 3 other qualifiers besides Bankston and Dullinger, whom we saw. We'll see Nam win later on tonight. And we will also see, let's see, not Grant Dullinger. We saw Grant already. Grant Nearing. We'll see him later on. 4 seconds to go in the first period. And this looks like it's going to end with Mitch Bankston ahead 6-1. So Wilczek gets an escape, and Mitch Bankston takes down 3 times, and he's got 6 points. 6-6 here, tied score in the meet, and 6-1, Mitch Bankston up on Frank Wilczek at 125. Mitch Bankston, the #1 wrestler in the state, against the #9 wrestler, Frank Wilczek. They'll be meeting each other, I'm sure, as the conference and sections go on later on this year, and probably at state again. 150 to go. Wilczek looking to get some points here off off of Bankston. And Bankston, if he can turn around here, he's close to getting another reversal. He's just got to get control of that arm. And will he get it? He does get a point. So 7-1, Mitch Bankston ahead. 1:33 to go in the second period. We're at weight class 125 right now. 10 weights to go after this, including a great match coming up with Dylan Kiefer. Dylan's going to be wrestling one of the 2 state participants as they run to the edge of the mat again. And Apollo likes to wrestle on the edge. Coach Bankston really likes to work that last inch of the mat to get their points. 1:13 to go in the second period as Frank Wilczek and Mitch Bankston battle it out here in Little Falls Flyer Gymnasium on this wonderful cold Thursday night in Little Falls, Minnesota. Thanks for joining us. Flyer Media Productions back on the air here with our great crew of wonderful students. And we got a great wrestling match coming up here tonight. And we have 2 more points for Bankston as he takes Frank Wilczek to the edge of the mat, and 2 more points for a takedown. And 1 more point. 9-1, Mitch Bankston in control of this match. This is going to teach Frank some really good skills as the season goes on, too. #9 here against #1. And it's always a good thing to see people that wrestle each other throughout the year go head-to-head in the first match of the year. 35 seconds to go in the second period here, 9-1, Mitch Bankston, the state #1 wrestler at 125, is ahead. And he's working Frank Wilczek. And Coach Bankston yelling out to his son, get the knee, hook the knee. He's got him on the edge. The referee's counting. This is going to be a near fall unless it's going to be a pin. If Bankston can keep him at the edge of the mat, this could be a pin. 8 seconds to go. Can Frank hold out for 8 seconds? 5 seconds. Bankston working. He'll get 3 out of this for sure. And that is a 3-point near fall. So Bankston is ahead 12-1 at the end of the second period. And Frank Wilczek just cannot muster up any points against Mitch Bankston to save that one escape point in the first period. Well, recapping tonight's match is Axel Lang in the second period at 28 seconds pinned Brady Mayer, but from then on it's been all Apollo as Justin Jenks lost, Austin Olson lost, and Frank Wilczek is in danger of being put down by the #1 wrestler Mitch Bankston. 12-1 is the score right now. And 2 more points for a takedown. It's 14-1. And Mitch Bankston looks like he's in for a major decision here, unless Frank can turn something around by probably pinning him is the only way to do it. I don't believe that Mitch Bankston's been on his back a lot this year. And Bankston in control right now. He's got that right arm of Frank Wilczek grabbed, and if his shoulders go down, it's all over but the crying right now. Bankston hooks the leg, and Bankston's got that left arm, working the left arm of Wilczek. We're going to have 3 more points here for a near fall, I believe. And Bankston working for that pin. Frank Wilczek doing all he can to avoid it. The Apollo team is up on their feet. Can Bankston do it? Wilczek comes out of it. None the worse for wear, but a near fall puts the score 17-1 for Mitch Bankston. But Frank Wilczek dodged a bullet there, avoiding the pin. And Bankston wins by a technical fall. And that brings 5 points more for Apollo as we have a 17-1 score. And Apollo goes up 11-6, and Mitch Bankston shows why he's the #1 wrestler in the state. We're going to take you now to the 130-pound match. Alex Lawwell, junior from St. Cloud Apollo, going against Connor Scherping. Connor, a sophomore from Little Falls. And Scherping, first varsity match this year. Looking for a couple points here right off the bat. And St. Cloud Apollo has tossed a huge lineup against Little Falls tonight. Great match between Wilczek and Bankston. Bankston comes out on top of that big, 17-1. And we'll see if Connor Scherping can get some points for Little Falls. And it looks like the first points might be awarded to Apollo. And we got a dangerous move here. Caution. 2-point takedown for Alex Lawwell. So Lawwell's up 2-0. 1:31 to go here in the first period. Lawwell, a very strong-looking wrestler, too, going up against Connor Scherping. On all these wrestlers, as I mentioned earlier, there is not an ounce of fat. They make their weight very, very late in the day. Their weight has to be made by noon the day of the match. So these kids have been starving themselves all week to get this weight, and now they are pumped up to wrestle each other. It's 11-6, the meet score, and it's 2-0 right now in this match against Connor Scherping and Alex Lawwell at 1:30. Lawwell looking to get some more points, and he doesn't get any because he was in the up position as we started this second whistle. And Connor Scherping trying to get the arm of Lawwell off of his neck. Alex Lawwell, a junior, and Connor Scherping, a sophomore. Lawwell, big strong arm across the face of Scherping. And Scherping's got his right shoulder in a little bit of a tough spot right now. Lawwell in command right here. If Lawwell could just turn the hips, Connor's going to have a little bit of trouble, but Connor avoids any points. So Lawwell still up 2-0, 31 seconds to go in the first period at 1:30. Lawwell still in control, grabbing that left wrist. And Scherping looking to get a reversal here. If he gets in control of this, he's got it. A reversal, 2 points for Connor Scherping. Beautiful job by Scherping to come out of that tough hold put on by Alex Lowell. 8 seconds to go, and Connor Sherping has tied this match at 2-2. The clock counts down 3-2-1, and we have a 2-2 tie here in the first period. Great score by Connor Sherping. So, Lowell, boy, got the wind knocked out of him on that reversal, and he's calling the coach out. The referee's calling the coaches out. It looks like Lowell got his bell rung just a little bit, and he's going to get a little drink of water here. Nice job by Connor Sherping to come back and get that reversal on Alex Lowell. Lowell was in control that first 2 minutes up until the last 8 seconds of that match. So we'll see what happens in the second period. Thanks for joining us here again tonight. Little Falls Flyer Media Production. The video club is back here in Little Falls. Got our great camera people right next to me on the floor, Emily Danaski and Raylyn Williams and Summer Eden. And up in the booth tonight, the ever-capable Michael Leiter, Eric Van Ark, Eric Kiley, and Andy Hott. Thank you for being a part of our club, and thank you everybody for watching this as our opening season here in Little Falls opens up with a great match between state participant St. Cloud Apollo with the #1 wrestler in the state at 125 going against Little Falls, the second place finisher in the Central Lakes last year. Apollo, of course, took first place in the Central Lakes. Little Falls is last year here in the Central Lakes Conference as they're going to the Granite Ridge Conference next year. And Sherping has got a new little set of lungs on him right now. 1:42 to go, and Sherping in command grabs the right arm of Alex Lowell, looking to turn him over onto his back. It's 2-2 with 1:32 here in the second period at 1:30. We're through with 3 of our matches so far, and the score is 11-6 Apollo. Little Falls took the lead on a pin by Axel Lang over Brady Mayer with 28 seconds to go in the second period, but after that it's been all St. Cloud Apollo. Justin Jenks goes down 9-4 to Philip Schmidt. Austin Olson goes down 9-8 to Grant Dullinger in a beautiful match. And here Frank Wilczek gets pretty much thrashed by state champion Mitch Bankston, 17-1. And now we're at 2-2 with 54 seconds to go in the 130-pound match between Connor Sherping and Alex Lowell. And Sherping in command after a little bit of a wind knocked out by Alex Lowell. They go to the edge of the mat, and Lowell drives Sherping hard off the mat. And we'll start over again, and Lowell is not feeling good. His left ear looks like it's ringing, and he's got a little bit of a queasy stomach too. We saw that in a couple of the Apollo wrestlers. Definitely the first match jitters, and the first time they've had to cut to meet weight too, I'm sure, for the season. So Lowell goes over to the can over on the side, and he's going to pay the can a visit. So 42 seconds to go right now. We've got a 3-2 lead by Alex Lowell. He had an escape. And Connor Sherping in a little bit of control here, just not on the scoreboard is he in control. St. Cloud Apollo, very strong competition against Little Falls. Little Falls has gone head-to-head with these guys every year, and every year it seems to be one of the two winning the CLC. Last year, Little Falls 26-6. And last year, Apollo won the dual match here, 51-24. So they're poised for some great wrestling as the night goes on here in Little Falls. So we're going to start up again. Connor Sherping on the bottom. Alex Lowell on top. And Lowell goes to work right away. And Sherping, there's a 2-point reversal. Sherping takes the lead 4-3 with a beautiful reversal of Alex Lowell. And Lowell went over to the side, a little bit of stomach ache, and it might be affecting him here as we face the second period here in this 3-period match. 19 seconds to go. Connor Sherping on top 4-3. And we have a stall by Lowell, so Sherping gets a point. Sherping just got another point to make it 5-3. 1 second to go, and we'll start the third period here. Sherping in command right now, 5-3. And Sherping gets the choice, and he will go down. Lowell looks a little bit queasy still. See if he can make it through the last 2 minutes. Lowell going on the left side this time. Referee signals go, and Lowell tries to take control. Edge of the match, a mat again. The Apollo wrestlers are very good at getting points at the edge of that circle. 1:56 to go in the third period at 130 pounds. Little Falls and Apollo in a real duel here, 11-6 in this meet so far. And Alex Lowell, an 11th grader, against Connor Sherping, a sophomore. And Sherping gets a point for an escape, making it 6-3. Boy, Lowell lost track of where Sherping was, and Sherping just edged his way out, and boom, there's a point for him. 1:30 to go in the third period of this match. 1:30 to go in the 130-pound match between Connor Sherping and Alex Lowell. Lowell and Sherping just dancing around right now. Lowell looks a little bit winded out there right now. He had a little stomach trouble earlier in this match. 1:11 to go, and they're just kind of stalling around here. The referee gives them a warning, making sure they keep points. 1:09 to go, and Lowell looks back at Coach Bankston to get some advice. And let's see what Connor Sherping can do. Connor Sherping, a sophomore, looking to get his first win as a varsity wrestler here for Little Falls this year. 6-3, 54 seconds to go. Can he do it? He doesn't want to just hold out. He wants to get some more points here, but Lowell is really looking tired out there. They go to the edge again, and Sherping pushes Lowell out. And they'll go back to the center, and Connor Sherping in control right now, 6-3. And Lowell looks like he's given it his last. He's a little tired out there, looking like. 36 seconds to go. Sherping shoots for a point, and Lowell and him just spar on the center of the mat, and no points. 22 seconds left to go. Really? 9 seconds to go. 4 seconds to go. And the final score, 6-3. You want to go back up? And the final score, Connor Sherping, 6-3. And the score of the match between Little Falls and Apollo, Little Falls, St. Cloud Apollo 11, Little Falls 9. So, Little Falls comes back with 2 more points. Okay. So we've got the 135-pound match between Keith Yorick for Little Falls and Marcus Mayer from St. Cloud Apollo. Little Falls comes back nicely, 11-9 now, the match score. And let's see what Keith Yorick can do against Marcus Mayer, a 9th grader. Yorick, a sophomore. And Yorick on the bottom right now. Seeing if he can get going. And Mayer really working the left arm of Yorick. He's got it almost behind his shoulder. And Yorick being worked hard. And Keith Yorick on his back, in trouble right now against Marcus Mayer. This looks bad for Yorick. 48 seconds to go in the first period. Referee not counting anything off yet, so we don't have a near fall. Right now, Mayer ahead 2-0. 37 seconds, and there's a pin. With 36 seconds to go in the first period, Keith Yorick gets pinned. Keith Yorick gets pinned. And then that makes Little Falls deficit 17-9, the meet score. Apollo with that 6-point win scores 6 more points, and Apollo goes up 17-9. So Keith Yorick on the receiving end of a pin from Marcus Mayer. And we'll start over at 140. The second featured match of the night at 140 for St. Cloud Apollo, Grant Nearing, a state participant last year, and Dylan Kiefer, ranked number 7 in the state at 140. Let's see what Kiefer and Nearing can do in this 140-pound match. Two great wrestlers from Central Lakes Conference. And Nearing, takes Kiefer down. No points, they're both rolling around. And we get a 2-point takedown awarded finally to Grant Nearing. And wow, that was a roly-poly right there. 2 points for Grant Nearing. It's 2-0. Both of those wrestlers had a chance to get points there, but Nearing came up with the 2. 1:22 to go in the first period at 140 pounds. Two state wrestlers here. Dylan Kiefer at 140 is ranked number 7 in the state. And Grant Nearing is ranked number 5 at 140. So these two wrestlers will be seeing way more of each other as the year goes on. Nearing puts Kiefer on his back, a count by the referee, but no points awarded. So Nearing and Kiefer swapping points here, swapping moves at least on the mat. Kiefer and Nearing both look strong, extremely strong. 44 seconds to go in the first period. 17-9 is the meet score, and 2-0 is the match score right now. And Grant Nearing, it's a pin. 33 seconds to go in the first period. And Dylan Kiefer goes down to a pin, adding 6 more points to Apollo's total. It is now 23-9. St. Cloud Apollo over Little Falls. So 2 pins in a row by St. Cloud Apollo. Marcus Mayer at 135, pinning Keith Yorick with 36 seconds to go in the first period. And Nearing pinning Dylan Kiefer with 33 seconds to go in the first period. And now we're going to start the 145-pound match between Nam Nguyen, from St. Cloud Apollo. He is ranked number 4. He's 4th in state, actually ranked number 2 at 145 against Luke Lodermeyer. So Nam Nguyen looking to put up his first win of the 2010-2011 school year. 23-9, St. Cloud Apollo well in control of this match. And Nguyen has got Lodermeyer down, and Nguyen is very, very strong on his feet. And there's 2 points for a takedown for Nguyen. Nam Nguyen with 2 points, ranked number 2 in state. At 4th in state last year, ranked number 2 this year in state at 145. And he takes Luke Lodermeyer down for 2 points. 1:06 to go in the first period here. Little Falls Flyer Gymnasium. Little Falls opens the season tonight against St. Cloud Apollo, Central Lakes Conference rivals. Apollo, the CLC champs last year, and Little Falls, the second place finishers in Central Lakes. Little Falls moving to a new conference next year, so this is the last home match against St. Cloud Apollo ever, unless they decide to wrestle them independently. 41 seconds to go. Win with another 2-point takedown. It's 4-1 right now, match score. And Dylan Kiefer gets an escape point there, so it's 4-2. Luke Lodermeyer, 4-2. So Lodermeyer gets 2 escape points, and Nguyen gets 2 takedowns and a reversal. 27 seconds to go. Lodermeyer driving Nguyen to the ground. 2 points for Lodermeyer for a takedown, and he puts Nguyen on his back for a second. What a great takedown by Luke Lodermeyer. And Nguyen and Lodermeyer off to the corner again. We have a 1-point escape for Nguyen. And it's 5-4 Nam Nguyen against Lodermeyer from Little Falls. So Nguyen gets another 1-point escape. And that's the end of the first period at 145 pounds with the score Nam Nguyen 5 and Luke Lodermeyer 4. The match score, boy, Apollo has had 2 pins in a row. They're leading 23-9 in the match. And Apollo was a tough team, placing in state last year, consolation, beating Maple Grove. And we have right now Luke Lodermeyer trying to get some points against Nam Nguyen, the number 2 wrestler at 145 pounds in the state. And Nguyen, the fast moves of Nam Nguyen, looking to take Lodermeyer down, and we've got a reversal. 7-4 the score now. Nam Nguyen against Luke Lodermeyer with that reversal. So Lodermeyer down by 3 here, 1:30 to go in the second period. Great match. Apollo has put up a great lineup again. Central Lakes Conference champs last year, consolation champs in the state last year, beating Maple Grove at St. Paul last year, 47-18. Their scores were big. 7-4, Nam Nguyen ahead in this match. And Nguyen, state participant last year, placed 4th in the state. Second ranked this year at 145 pounds. And he's leading Luke Lodermeyer 7-4. And we have a stall called. Referee calls a little stall. No points awarded for that. Nguyen takes the up position. He's going to give him a point for escape. So it's 7-5. Lodermeyer gets 1 point for that easy escape. Wrestlers have the choice of either grabbing the waist or putting their hands in the middle of the back of the wrestler. And Nguyen chooses to get more points by doing some work on the mat. And Nguyen, very quick, you see him just about have 2. He's got 2. He's got the reversal, 9-5. Makes the score of this match 9-5, Nguyen. Lodermeyer's getting a lesson in how wrestling works here too. So at 1:45, the referee calls a little timeout here. And Lodermeyer looks like he got hit in the nose. And he's going to get a little pat down from Coach Mike Hendrickson. Wow, the score here of the match is 23-9. St. Cloud Apollo really, really showing their strength. 2 pins in a row. Keith Yorick was pinned with 36 seconds to go in the first period by Marcus Mayer. And at 1:40, a big match. Dylan Kiefer was pinned at 33 seconds of the first period, with 33 seconds to go in the first period by Grant Nearing. You are watching right now Luke Lodermeyer from Little Falls versus Nam Nguyen, the second place ranked wrestler at 145 pounds in the state. And he took 4th at state last year, so he's doing a big thing coming back here in Little Falls. Nam is only a junior, so he's got another year of wrestling. This is the last match at home, Little Falls against Apollo, because Little Falls is joining a new conference next year. And Apollo will be sticking in Nguyen with those quick feet and quick hands. He's up 9-5 right now in the match. And Nguyen is looking for more points here. Lodermeyer, end of the second period. Lodermeyer is choosing up. It's the third period here. Little Falls, 145-pound match. We're halfway through the meet right now. We have 6 matches left, and Nam Nguyen in control of this one. And Lodermeyer, if he can get control, he has 2, but he does not get control. Nguyen takes control, puts Lodermeyer on his back. The referee's counting. We have 2 points for Lodermeyer and 2 points for Nguyen. 11-7 is the score now. Nguyen getting 2 points and Lodermeyer getting 2 points. 1:28 to go in the third period. Wow. Nam Nguyen showing his strength and showing why he is the number 2 wrestler at 145 this year. 1:16 to go, Nguyen up 11-7. And a great match here in Little Falls on this cold Thursday night. Best thing to be is indoors right now, which is what we're at. Tomorrow night, Little Falls basketball against Piers girls. We'll be right here broadcasting that game too. So, Lodermeyer trying to add some points, but Nguyen is in control still. He does not let go of those legs of Lodermeyer. If he can let those legs go, Luke will have a couple of points. It's 11-7 with 45 seconds to go at 145. And Wynn content just to kind of ride it out on the bottom, ahead by 4 points. Apollo's leading the match, the meet, 23-9, and 29 seconds to go. It looks like not much is happening right now. Wynn is just content to stall. 11-7 is still the score. 20 seconds to go. Luke Lodermeyer trying to work some magic, trying to get the head and neck of Wynn locked up. And we have a point for an escape by Wynn. 5 seconds to go. It looks like we're going to have a 12-7 final here. And that is the final score. So 12-7, which gives Little Falls, which gives Apollo 3 more points.
That was just Dylan Kuiper.
That was? Oh, that was, I'm sorry, that was, they threw a curveball at me because that was not Lodemeyer, that was Kiefer. So we got those two mixed up here. Nearing was facing Lodemeyer, and Kiefer was just facing Wynn. So either way, Apollo wins it again. No pin. And Brian Bew is winning by forfeit. So that's 9 points for Little Falls. We're going to go to 160. And with that, Little Falls gets 9 more points, so it's 26-15 match score. Apollo is still up. And 160 pounds, Dylan Tilbury going against Joe Tucholsky at 160. And Joe Tucholsky, one of the senior members of the team, football player, looking to get his first win of the season against Dylan Tilbury, sophomore for St. Cloud Apollo. The meet score is 26-15, Apollo. And they're still working to get some points here. Tucholsky, there's a takedown for 2. He's got him at the edge of the mat. 2 more points. And Tucholsky scores 2 and 2 more. So it's 4-0. Joe Tucholsky up on Dylan Tilbury. 1:30 to go in the first period of this 160-pound match. Joe Tucholsky up 4-0 with a takedown and a fall point. 1:16 to go. 4-0 Joe Tucholsky up, working the leg and neck of Dylan Tilbury, the sophomore from St. Cloud Apollo. Tucholsky, a senior, one of only 2 seniors, 3 seniors right now wrestling tonight. Dylan Gostecki at 189 and Jack Gendro at heavyweight. 56 seconds to go. Tucholsky still on top, 4-0. And Tilbury off the edge of the mat. And we'll start with Tilbury in the down position. Tucholsky up 4-0, takes the top position. Referee signals go, and Tucholsky works the wrist and neck of Tilbury, trying to get him on his back. The only way he's going to score points now is a near fall or a pin. So Tucholsky looking for some opening. Tilbury could get a point here for an escape, which he does. So Tilbury with an escape gets points, 4-1. And Tucholsky looking to get some more points with 15 seconds to go. Looks up at the clock for a second. 12 seconds to go in this 160-pound first period. Tucholsky, 2 more points for a reversal. 6-1. Tucholsky's up, and that'll end the first period. Joel Tucholsky scores 6 nice points, and he's up 6-1 as the second period starts. The JV won 54-19 tonight, so the JV wrestlers had a great night. Little Falls right now is down 26-15 here. 2 pins recorded by Apollo and a technical fall, a major decision, by Mitch Bankston, the #1 wrestler in the state at 125. And right now, Joe Tucholsky in control here, one of the 3 seniors on the team tonight. 4 seniors. Bryant Bew won by default by a forfeit. So 127 to go. Tucholsky still up 6-1 here. Nice job by Joe. And Tucholsky is going to get 2 more points here for a takedown. So it's 8-1. Joe Tucholsky scores 2 more points. And they're just off the edge of the mat. They have to have 2 points in and they're out. So 104 to go at 160. Joe Tucholsky in control of this match, 8-1 over Dylan Tilbury for St. Cloud Apollo. The opening season for both of these teams, opening match of the season for both these teams, Little Falls Wrestling its final year in the Central Lakes Conference, moving to the Granite Ridge Conference next year, the new conference formed by them and 7 other schools. 49 seconds to go here in the second period. Tucholsky in command, 8-1. And Tilbury just doesn't look like he's got any openings right now. He's only got 1 escape point. And Tucholsky gives him 1 more for an escape. 29 seconds to go in this second period at 160 pounds at Little Falls High School Gymnasium. The Flyers taking on the Apollo Eagles. Apollo, the Constellation State champs last year. Little Falls, second place in the CLC, to Apollo's first place in the CLC. It's still 8-2, and Tilbury's on top right now. 5 seconds to go. There's no points awarded yet. There's no control established by Tilbury, and this will end 8-2 so far in the second period. And Tilbury's going to take down position, and Tucholsky's going to take up. And Joe Tucholsky's been in control of this match from the beginning. Nice look at Joe Tucholsky, the senior wrestler at 160 for Little Falls. Joe Tucholsky, a football player, and got a reversal awarded to Tilbury. A dangerous move by Tucholsky, and Tucholsky flips him around for a 2-point reversal too. It's 10-4 now. Tucholsky with another reversal on the reversal by Tilbury. So Dylan Tilbury and Joe Tucholsky swapping reversals. 10-4. Tucholsky up on top. Good match right here. And right now the score, 26-15. Apollo is up in the meet. And a point awarded for an escape by Tilbury, so it's 10-5. Dylan Tilbury on the bottom. Tucholsky looking like he's going to get 2 more points. It's 12-5 with that takedown. 12-5 in favor of Joe Tucholsky with 58 seconds to go. This will be a good win for Little Falls if they can hold out. Oh, Tilbury taken to the edge, and Tucholsky and Tilbury are off the mat. And they go back to the center for the last 48 seconds. Coach Mike Hendrickson echoing some words of encouragement. 12-6 here. Tilbury got another point for an escape. And Joe Tucholsky looking for some more points, and Tilbury's got him down. No points awarded just yet. 28 seconds to go. What can Tilbury do to get some more points here? Looking to control the body of Joe Tucholsky. And Tucholsky's just fending off every attack that Tilbury has. 18 seconds to go. Tucholsky's still up by 6 points. It's 12-6. And Tucholsky looking to reverse one more time. Can he do it? Tilbury takes him down. No points awarded. And that's the way the match ends. Joe Tucholsky wins 12-6 over Dylan Tilbury. And that makes the score of the match 26-18, St. Cloud Apollo. So Little Falls picks up 3 more points on Joe Tucholsky's 12-6 win at 160 pounds. We have 4 matches left here. 171, weight 89, 215, and heavyweight. And right now, the 171-pound match for St. Cloud Apollo, Austin Swenson. And from Little Falls, Adam Grams, the junior, against Swenson, the sophomore. Grams and Swenson go right to it. Adam Grams getting right on top of Swenson, trying to get 2 points for the takedown right away. And Swenson, strong legs holding it off. Grams, if he can just get around, he's going to have 2. Trying to lock the neck. There's 2 points for a takedown for Adam Grams. Adam Grams drives that head down, pushes it to the mat, trying to get him down to get his shoulders on the ground. Adam Grams, very aggressive wrestler at 171 pounds, an 11th grader going against the sophomore Austin Swenson. 2-0 is the score of this match so far, as Adam Grams takes on Austin Swenson. 1:10 to go in the first period. Grams working the elbow. He's got the shoulder. The left arm is down. The referee nearly calls a near fall, but no points awarded. And Grams goes to work again. And he's got him down. This is going to be a near fall for sure. And there's a pin. 49 seconds gone. At 49 seconds to go, Adam Grams pins Austin Swenson. The score is now 26-24. So Little Falls coming back 26-24 on that pin by Adam Grams. So 2 pins for Little Falls and 2 pins for St. Cloud Apollo. And let's see what St. Cloud Apollo and Little Falls do in the heavier weights here. Right now we're going to have Dylan Gostecki, the 12th grader, going against Jared Morford, it looks like, unless they're going to change. Coach Bill Muschel's talking to the scorer and talking to Tim Bankston, looking at the score, seeing if the score is correct. It is 26-24 on that pin by Adam Grams. 49 seconds to go in the first period. Grams puts Swenson on his back for 6. And see what's happening here. Oh boy, Morford forfeits to Dylan Gostecki, which puts Little Falls ahead 30-26. So, turn of events there. I don't know what happened to Morford. We've got 2 matches left here, and it's 30-26 as we head to the 215-pound match between what's supposed to be Connor Swanson for Little Falls and Austin Rice of St. Cloud Apollo. What a great turn of events for Little Falls, and it looks like this match is going to go on. Connor Swanson, the big 215-pound sophomore, taking on Austin Rice. Oh, Jared Morford, excuse me. Morford is wrestling at 215 against Connor Swanson, so scratch that. Austin Rice is not wrestling. They put Morford at 215, going against the tough Connor Swanson, and Swanson gets a takedown, 2-0. Swanson goes up with 1:39 to go in the first period. So Connor Swanson on a takedown against Jared Morford. Morford from St. Cloud Apollo, M-O-R-F-O-R-D, Morford, against Connor Swanson from Little Falls. Morford, it looked like Austin Rice was supposed to wrestle this match, but Morford came in at 215, and Swanson has him on his back. A near fall being called, and a pin for Connor Swanson at 110 of the 110 left in the first period. So at 50 seconds, Connor Swanson scores 6 for Little Falls, and Little Falls goes up 36-26. What a pin by Connor Swanson, putting Morford on his back, which takes us to the last match of the evening, heavyweight for Little Falls. Jack Gendro, the senior, going against Jack Christensen from St. Cloud Apollo. And I tell you what, it looks like Little Falls has this meet in hand. All we got to do is find out what the final score is. And Gendro going against Christensen. So Gendro could make this a sweet night for Little Falls if he could win. Little Falls up 36-26. 2 forfeits by St. Cloud Apollo. Dylan Gostecki won by forfeit, and Brian Bew won by forfeit. But the big news, Dylan Gostecki pinning Jared Morford at 189. So here we have Jack Gendro going against Jack Christensen. What a great night of wrestling here in Little Falls, Minnesota. Apollo and Little Falls, always conference rivals. Apollo finishing first in the CLC last year. Little Falls finishing second. Apollo finishing fifth at state. Little Falls having one of its best records. And Jack Gendro scores 2 points for the takedown. Little Falls up 2-0. And Gendro puts Christensen on his back. It could be a pin. Referee's counting out a near fall. Gendro's got Christensen on his back. 58 seconds to go. Can he hold on? He's got 3 for sure. Jack Gendro, the senior from Little Falls, putting down Jack Christensen, and we're going to get 3 points from the ref for a near fall. 5-0. Little Falls, Jack Gendro up on Jack Christensen. 38 seconds to go. What an exciting heavyweight match here in Little Falls. Wow, Gendro just put it to Jack Christensen, took him on his back, scoring 3 points in the near fall. 26 seconds to go. Gendro's got Christensen on his back again. 3 more points coming up. The referee's counting out. 20 seconds to go. This could be a pin. It's for sure 8 points. It's 5-0 right now. As soon as the referee awards him, those shoulders are going to go down. Christensen, he's in trouble. 8 seconds to go. Can Gendro hold on? Gendro's got his neck locked. 2 seconds to go. 1. Oh, and he does not hold him down for the pin, but he gets 3 points. Jack Gendro scores 3 points on the near fall. The score is 8-0. Jack Gendro over Jack Christensen. And Gendro is putting it to the metal right here. Pedal down. Gendro goes down in the down position. Second period here. Little Falls is up 36-26. Little Falls is going to win this match tonight. We just want to find out what the final score is going to be. So, Little Falls, 36-26. A point awarded to Gendro for the escape. He's up 9-0. Jack Gendro putting it to Jack Christensen at heavyweight. 1:49 to go here. And Gendro has him down on his back again. The referee's calling 3 for a near fall. Christensen's in trouble once more. Those shoulders down. The referee's right there. The shoulders are close. 3 points are going to come for sure. Can Gendro hold on for the pin? 1:32 to go. He's got it, Jack Gendro. 1:29 to go in the second period. Little Falls wins the match and the meet. 42-26 against St. Cloud Apollo. Jack Gendro pinning Jack Christensen with 1:29 to go. What a great night of wrestling here in Little Falls, and Jack Gendro takes the heavyweight match. And here comes the final shake of hands here. Little Falls winning their first match of the season, the opening match of the season against 5th place finishers in state last year at St. Cloud Apollo. Little Falls, what a score tonight. 2 forfeits did St. Cloud Apollo in. I'll tell you, the pin by Dylan Gostecki at 189 against Jared Morford really put the icing on the cake for Little Falls. So with 1:29 to go in the second period, Gendro ends the match and the meet 42-26. What a great night of wrestling tonight. We're glad you joined us here at Little Falls. Let me run down the scores again. Hey, thanks again for joining us. In this match, Axel Lang pinned Brady Mayer for 6 points. Justin Jenks lost 9-4 to Philip Schmidt. Austin Olson was taken to school by Grant Dullinger. Great match, 9-8. Frank Wilczek taken down by Mitch Banks in 17-1. Connor Sherping wins 6-3 for Little Falls. Keith Yorick was pinned in the first period by Marcus Mayer. Dylan Kiefer, actually he wrestled at 145 tonight, getting defeated by Nam Nguyen. Grant Nearing took down Keith Yorick. Brant Bew won on a technical fall. And Adam Grams pinned Dylan Tilbury. Dylan Gostecki won by forfeit. Connor Swanson at 1:10 of the first period pinned Jared Morford. And in the heavyweight match, Jack Gendro pins Jack Christensen. What a great night of wrestling. The final score tonight here from Little Falls, St. Cloud Apollo 26, Little Falls Flyers 42. Hey, we want to thank you for joining us tonight. Flyer Media Productions is back on the air tomorrow night. That is December 3rd. I got my watch right here. Tomorrow night, Little Falls basketball against Piers girls. And I want to thank all of our crew tonight. We can't make anything happen without these people. Emily Danaski on camera 3, Summer Eden on camera 2, and we had Raylyn Williams on camera 1. Eric Van Ark with graphics tonight. Michael Leiter, technical director. Eric Kiley, our runner tonight. And Andy Hott, our director. I want to thank you. This is Mr. Dave Gertz here for Little Falls Flyer Media Productions. I want to thank Karen Warner, my partner in crime here at Flyer Media, and Jerry Abraham from Central Minnesota Access TV, Channel 6. Hey, we'll be back again. Flyer Media Productions are back on the air in Little Falls. Enjoy us many times this winter. We'll see you again tomorrow night. Piers versus Little Falls. Good night, everybody. Thank you.